alright? Hello. We're live. Hello. Honestly, I don't know what I'm about, but I'm glad you're about, if you are about, if you're watching on a VOD, if I ever get these up on YouTube, etc, etc. We're back. Last week we had to finish a little bit early because the game fucked us, and I had to get up early this morning. I got up and redid it all, and we are back to the point where we were. To recap, we are a space archaeologist who was an orphan rescued by the new empire. We are hunting down artifacts of the old empire, but also on the track of a roboticist called Renba, who has been digging up robots, because that's how we find robots. They disappeared from the old empire, and we find them, and we dig them up, and we program them. We've been given a robot to help us, but it's kind of a spy that's been sent to keep an eye on us by the woman who rescued us as an orphan, because she's of the empire, of the new empire. And she sent us to look for, as it says here, Renba's dig site. Behind my head, behind my chair. Oh no, can't see it. So she sent us to look for him. We found his ship crashed. We found loads of things. We found the crown of the original empire. Hello, Spoonman. Hello, Twitchy. Good moaning, if it is moaning for you. Otherwise, good whatever, if it is a whatever. So we found his ship crashed. We've got a ship. We sail between asteroids on wind in space. It's weird and sci-fi. We found all kinds of artifacts and traded artifacts for different artifacts to get clues about asteroids as yet unknown to us, and artifacts, and we're finding all kinds of ruins. We found a graveyard of the old emperors that had like electronic personalities programmed into them, but they were mostly out of power. We just talked to a small petulant child before it ran out of power. And now we found a dig site that this dead Renba robot guy have found of a ship that's been buried far underground. It do be moaning, and you're awake for once. Nice. It's super sunny here. I don't know if you can tell by how bleached out I am. I generally am. You would think that if someone's bleached out, they wouldn't be in a sunny place, though. But I'm hiding in my cave, and that's how I manage it. But yes. We have found an old dusty rock that no one knew about, and we found a cave, and what happened we found a dig site where there's a massive ship that's bigger than we thought was even possible buried, and we're finding lots of little bits of, oh, this is a clue, this must say Heaven's Vault. So, if we ever see these shapes, we know that they say Heaven's Vault. Haha. But yes, you can see my mouse. Here we go. But yeah, we came out of this tent last time and we talked to a lady who'd been desperately abandoned here by Renba dying, presumably. Although why only she was there, I don't know. And she was really thirsty, and we talked to her wrong, and she made us immediately leave because she didn't trust us. And now we need to find a way around that, and if not, we have to go back to a save file that lets us explore elsewhere before she mugs us. So I had to replay this, so I got up like 8:30 this morning, I replayed this as far as possible, and then I went out and did all my errands. That's why I'm a bit late today, starting. I had so many errands to do, and I still have so many things to do after the stream as well. Please, don't be scared. Who are you? My name is Xia. I've been stuck here for weeks, since the Eoxian left. There's enough wood here to burn for years, but I can't eat wood. The water's almost gone too. You can try and eat wood. You have to take me with you. Of course. I want to look around first. Go ahead. I'll go and wait in your ship. Apparently I have to... Well, you could tell me what Renba was doing here. I'll tell you. So all I had to do was say of course, and it wouldn't have... You tell me and we'll go. What? No. I don't want to go. I've made my offer. You can look around instead if you want. See you on the boat. That seems fine. Let's look around and then catch up. I don't care if she leaves without us. Fuck you, game. She is younger and more athletic than you, mistress. I do not think you will catch her up. Mistress? Mistress, someone is activating the hopper. Okay. So, this is what we thought might happen. Okay, so thankfully I made a bunch of save files because there's a few bits I could look around and see what the alternatives are, so that's what we're going to do. What did you do that for? Not me. Your robot did it. I wasn't finished down there. We'll see what happens first. You can go back later, but there's nothing there. I don't know how to sail. I just want to make sure I get off this rock. Remember, found a boat down there. A huge boat. This robot's a fucking traitor. No good for flying away on. We'll go with it for now. We won't go back on the save. I say, where we go. Land anywhere else and I'll sail the minute. Whole nebula out there to explore. I could take you to Eox, but Elbereth is my home. I have friends there. Please. You're a laborer? I will take you there. Those are not the right words. Please, Eoxian, I don't know who you are. Just take me home. I mean, I will. It's just, she gets so mad. Of course I'll take you home, you silly bitch. She just doesn't like me asking her any questions. She gets so pissy the second, like she's very impatient, isn't she? Well, she has no reason to feel gratitude as she's basically treated like a slave by anybody she thinks is like a upper-class snobby Eoxian. So I can at least understand that. Here's what I don't understand about Renba 6. What don't I understand? What makes a roboticist start up treasure hunting? Seeing as you literally dig robots from the ground, what got him started? Probably robots. A robot mistress? Yes, exactly. Honestly, how dense can my character be? Sometimes I wonder. He told us that robots have, he himself told us that robots have memories that need to be unlocked. You should go left, mistress. I can't tell my left from my right. This way? Okay. This left, not that left. All the answers are robots. And so are the friends we made along the way. Whee! Yeah. Water's above. Yeah. What we found? Oh, I want to go that way. It looks nice and pink. Alas, that's not the way we're going. Remark. Remember told me he was looking for an observatory. Shah, you should come with us. Also, why am I stuck? You found a boat. And what is an observatory? Poor lass. She's had no education. Let her know. An observatory is a place for watching stars. Oosh. Oh, I see. Seems a bit like something pointless a rich person would do, but you did find something then. Mm-hmm. An artifact, a telescope. Once you found it, that was when you left. Oh. I missed the turning apparently. It's funny because I swear I went the right way. Telescope must be linked. Ah, I think the turning's here. Wait. What turning? It's following some kind of trail. Why is it zoomed out? What? The signposting, this place isn't the best, you should ride to the council. Okay. We did get to Elbereth in the end. Look, I have some coffee. I bought some new stuff when I was out. Decaf. Fake coffee, you know, instant. Go Colts! Not that you can, because it's the off season. Yeah, stop complaining, 6, you silly robot. Oh, so we did have one bit of dialogue that was different while I was catching up from 6. Friends and enemies. I will have to see which is most helpful to me. I've never had so much choice before. Before I go, I have something for you. The excavation ended. They found a hatch filled with dull gemstones. 1 or 2 looked valuable. I kept a little for myself. What kind of crystal is it? I found one myself too. Didn't we say it was earlight? But he thought it was valuable. And I don't want it anymore. Really? Stay clear of the Citadel. Is there anything more you can tell me about his work? I might tell her to stay clear of the Citadel. No, I've told you all I know. Good faith to you. Well, too late. Warning unheeded. Well, she's going to be alright. Yeah, she knows how to bully a person. Pop. Question. 6. Remember the empty tripod I found on the last Empress hideout in the Cyclones? I wonder if it held a telescope. Yep. What if Janiki was collecting the telescopes? If these scopes were perhaps in communication with each other, Mistress, and that enabled Renba to locate one from another, perhaps their connection to the... How are they... Didn't we get a telescope from what's-his-face? Good faith, you? Good faith. Tread softly. Excuse me, lady. Did she just walk into me? Did she just mug me? I don't really want to see my buddy in the slums. He just keeps looking at me with those puppy dog eyes and going, please move in with me in my horrible little, inn in a tent. I would never leave my tent to move in with you and your beautiful ship. But I love you very much. It's like, oh geez, check your pocket. I wish I could. Don't have an inventory in this game. I can see my pouch right there, but I can't click on it. Sad times. Although you shouldn't check your pockets out in the open because that shows them where your pockets are. They usually have one person bump into you first, then another person watching to see where you check, so that they can go for you properly. Hello, you. I will wait here, mistress. He's not allowed in because these people are all robot haters for some reason. I can check my pockets here. Let's talk to him. I found a moon pouring in water. I'm not going to ask him how if he's well now. He doesn't even tell me the truth. Water in rivers, bubbling in fountains. Sounds like paradise. It was a graveyard. The water that comes from the dead is not for drinking, Aaliyah. Ew! Bartenders know about this kind of thing. They should make a post for you at the university. You smart ass. You could never leave Elbereth. You know that, though. Yeah, I do. That's why we never ended up together, you silly tart. So there was a water for the taking, was there? Always on the lookout for business. I'm an altruist, as you know. New cocktail, Dead Man's Juice is nice, so you better design that, Scorpion. Where was it? I'll tell him. Why not? And Ghost White. But you don't sail, do you? Me? I have a bar to run. Yeah. You need to get someone to clean up this place. Also, you're a cleaner, aren't you? Stop giving me drinks! This guy keeps trying to drug me. I'm not drinking. He gets very upset. Maybe he just wants my money. You're hopeless, man. Every time I come here, I remember why I don't love you. See you around, Timor. Don't be a stranger, sad face. I was joking just now. I was... Come on, Six. Yeah, he has to explain his jokes. He wants to see my fuck. Nah, he's alright. I want to stop by the labourer's market. I don't actually, I just want to see my friend. See my actual friends. Oh, that walk. I forgot about her walk. Every time. Don't big buck at me, yo. I've got swagger. How do people live here without giving up in despair? Thanks, robot. It's amazing. Some people do, robot. Hello, God's feet. We have not seen enough of this. Hopefully I can go back to the fucking dig site after this. Kibenya. Good morning, Modelity. How's it going? It's afternoon here, actually. I couldn't see it. I didn't see it this time. I couldn't read it. Hello, Victor of Hades. Modality's name isn't Victor. Isn't it? No. Modality has told me her name before, but I don't remember what it is because it was a very rare and beautiful name for an English speaker to hear. Alas. There we go. You can get to Tappy's this way. Yes. I just like taunting this evil bitch. Bristling. What now? Sold anything yet? Someone always needs someone. I can wait. I can afford to wait after all. I just like pissing her off. Tis a nice name. Have you got something else to tell me? Ding ding ding. She probably doesn't. I like annoying. I come back here to annoy my old friends.
I heard a sound like someone dropping a bag of rice. Or falling out of bed.
How is dropping a bag of rice the same as falling out of bed? I've never known you to lie. Come on, we've got to show. She's pissed off with me because I've treated her. I've been a bad friend. So I've got to flatter her as much as possible. The crowd spoke to me. Nothing happened. You put it on her head. She looked pretty good with a crown on her head. You're queen. You always have been. Of my workyard, maybe. Honestly, I'd rather it wasn't here. Yes, now I don't want to get pickpocketed. I'll keep it safe. So what did it say? I should probably tell her about the shard. Just a whisper. It whispered. Lots of voices, but one was the loudest. What kind of voice was it? Maybe she sleeps with a sack of rice as like a teddy bear. Or to make sure no one steals her food. Tell me, Oroy. Oroy? Uh-oh. Game? No game, don't do this to me. I will cry. I will forever cry. Maybe, yeah, absorb the sweat. You'll have cooked rice in the morning. The tension is unbearable because the game seems to have crashed. I keep trying to right click refresh, but alas, it is not. Alright, well, first blip of the day, thanks for that, heavens. Well, the stream is not over, ignore the background. I really need to put a different background there for when games shut down. It's very misleading. You're on Duolingo? Have you told me what you study before? I can't remember if you have. Oh, well, at least we get the recap. Japanese, huh? Good luck. And much fortitude to you. Alright. So the text has changed. It's not talking about robots anymore, it's talking about the crown. Ah, please don't crash on me. So what did the crown say? Just a whisper. It whispered. Lots of voices. Okay, what kind of voice? A man? A young man? Was he cute? He sounded far away. And what did he say? This young man? Did he tell you who he was? She actually doesn't. There was the option to ask, was he cute? He was describing things he'd seen. It was all a mess, so it was like a captain's log. One thing he heard clearly. He said he didn't want to go to the Withering Palace. He said he'd rather die. What's a Withering Palace? I have no idea. He only said he didn't want to go. Then the voice whispered one more name. Tell me, why would I assume it's my name? That's weird. Heaven's Vault? Heaven's Vault. Dun, dun, dun. Does it mean anything to you? That was all it said? Just 2 words. He sounded hopeful, maybe. I really have no idea. Yes. Now ask her about this crystal. The name of the game, I know, it's the second name drop. Thought you might be able to tell me what it is. I'm a technic, not a mystic healer, so I don't know. Rest it on your belly and see if it helps you break wind. I think this kind of crystal was significant in the Empire. More than just decoratively. You've got my interest, I'll take a look. Further shard. I mean, I should have 2 of them, to be honest. I don't know if the game has recorded that, though. Ask something more. How are things? Not getting any better. Have fun on the rivers. Oh, come on. Could have given you some rice or something. Is this the vault that Remba's ghost was talking about? You have a clue. She's already got rice. Yeah, but she's cooked that rice and she's probably going to eat it soon. Shall we leave now? Yes. Don't think we have enough artifacts to trade. You've got 5,000 total and you've been going for weeks. It's not 1,000 in a day, it's 1,003 days. That's fairly easy to do. Like 334 a day or whatever. Continue. I wonder how sleeping on a bed of rice would feel. It'd be quite firm. Depends on your mattress how tightly packed it is, doesn't it? It'd be quite firm if the mattress was thick, you wouldn't feel the actual rice grains. I don't want to go to Eox, biatch. There's other places we can go. I was thinking about that boat ramp I found a fragment of. The Empire never used ships that large. And it was too old, too long buried. You have never seen a ship like it. This changes our history, Six. There must have been a whole age before the Empire, when ships like great whales crawled the rivers, carrying things from one moon to another. That is a good assumption. Trading, mistress? Perhaps people lived on them. Can you imagine that? A boat which people live on? Space age, an age of sail. Before the Empire was founded. Before the Empire locked down the nebula. It keeps trying to get me to go back to Eox. I resist at every turn. I wish to go here. Right. It's not letting me. It does let me click on this. Excellent. Fine, if it lets me go here, I'll go here. Did the Empire make the robots? Well, we're starting to... The first Empire might not have made them. Maybe the pre-Empire made the robots now, with that clue. I would have thought the first Empire did. The first Empire buried them, and the new Empire, the current one, is digging them up and programming them. Fill air mattress with rice and sleep on it on your bucket list. Oh no, don't talk about death. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was just, that went down the wrong way. I was having epic sneezing fits there. Could you sail forever, or would you run out of sky? Well, we're not on sky, we're on rivers, so... presumably I would not run out of sky. Especially if we believe in the religion of the Great Loop, that they will twirl round and round. We'll be fine. But, you need food to sail forever. Your idea of straight ahead is a bit different to mine, because this looks like left to me. Mistress, did you really sell 3 on Elbareth? Are you shocked? So it is true. Okay, I'll go down the rocky one. I do not think you did sell 3. I think you would have struggled to override 3's primary user. Thus a sale would have been impossible. I don't... Well, the Empire strictly restricts who owns a ship, but at the same time there should be at least some. You'd have thought. It's off-peak, yeah, it really must be. Well, we're finding old undiscovered sites, which is weird because that means the discovered sites are like, there's only 3 roads that they ever use. There are a few plot holes. Remark. The Nightingale herself must be an Age of Sail ship. Oh, so we've named it the Age of Sail now, by the way, because we're going to an Age of Sail site, and we're talking about Age of Sail. So we've already named it. That was quick. And she's still river-worthy after all this time. Well, that means that the Empire must be aware of the Age of Sail and this. Just stand left ahead, mistress. So the Empire, if they're using these ships from prior to the First Empire, they must know that there is history in ships from that time. And therefore, when you say rewriting history, it's rewriting the history that most people are being taught, not the history that the people in charge know. I tend to find the route to discovery tends to be choosing the slightly slower rivers.
I found my first ruin the second time I went sailing. I was trying to get back to Elbereth, but of course I missed the turning and I found myself on the twisting rivers of the Wires. I pretty much screamed the whole way down. But at the bottom, there it was. A hunk of rock with a dome. Big enough to tether to. I found a brass eagle. And I took it home to my Ari, like I'd killed the thing.
Oh look, you can see the sun.
The robot wasted no time.
You found a telescope. How fortunate, we were looking for telescopes. And of course it's got writing all over it. Thou shalt not pass. Ah. Oh, there's another hand. I believe I remember the word stop. Oh, do you? I thought you don't remember things. Sail fast and probably fast and true and never stop. Wow, instantly corroborates the theory that I had that they would sail forever. I'm sure Tappy would love to acquire this telescope. The Wellspring 6? The air they pour out, the air we breathe, where does it come from? Will we run out? Oi! I missed my turn. Backspace. Where do any of us come from, mistress? Where did I come from? Probably the Age of Sail, mate. Maybe even before. You came from a hole in the ground on Eox. That's a very literal way to think of it. Somebody put you there. Indeed, mistress. Somebody ordered you to stand there while they filled it up with concrete, although I assume I did not grow there. In fact, we suspect the Empress ordered it. Of the First Empire, so... When a mummy robot and a daddy robot love each other very much, says Spoon. Okay. Indeed. I get out the screwdrivers and, wiring kits. What's this? It's very cloudy. By the rivers, indeed. This is fun. It's not letting me sweep my sails and go faster. It's like it's telling me it's dangerous or something, as if. It's taking us a very long way away. Next day, short gestation period, yeah. Gosh. Sounds like a lot less hassle than actual pregnancy. We're near to the age of sail site now, mistress, are we? Here we go, we found a little white doodly dots. Where are we now? Turn right here to continue searching. Well, now you tell me. Wait, this is left. No, this is left. Right here, maybe? Here. He sort of gives us instructions quite early. It's as confusing as sat-nav, honestly. Excuse me. Kinda wanted to go up there, mate. Can I not? How frustrating. I want to go up. Ah, this will lead me up. Or will it? Oh, it's coming down from where I wanted to go. How annoying. Wait, there's something here. I'm gonna find another little hunk of ruin. It's not the main place. A ruin! It's a ruin from the age of sail, mistress. How do you know? It should only take a few moments, mistress. I recovered a necklace. That wasn't even a few moments. It must have come from somewhere nearby. Molded from gold. Look how small it is. This must have belonged to a child. The pendant seems decorated with glyphs, mistress. They're really minuscule. It's a good job you have good eyesight, Six. How are you getting all that on a tiny child's pendant? Even if they're minuscule. Excuse me. IU heart. I can add my translation for heart to my dictionary now. Really? Based on that? Show you something heart. Maybe I give you my heart. Would make sense. Look like a fish, moves like a cow, steers like a cow. What, my boat? Yeah. I'd say this was made on the site we were searching for. It must be nearby. Should make the site easier to find. We're no longer within our search zone, oh no. Feels good to be back on a real river. No, it doesn't. It means we're not in the search zone. Here we go. We're back within our search zone. Let's go this way. Do not turn right, mistress. Okay. Now you tell me. We have not been down either of these paths before. I wanted to go up. Sometimes I like following the rocks though. Go this way. I don't think this is the right way, but we'll go. Oh, wait, what's that up ahead? It's a good job we've got a sail ship that can like flap its wings. This way? No, it's flying the wrong way. Following the rocks would make sense, mistress. We've been this way before, mistress. Oh, but have we been this way before? I believe last time we went left. Okay. That being said, oh wait, that's the same. Okay, fine. Following the rocks might be a red herring. Let's go up. There we go. Whoosh. Mistress, there is another airless ruin some distance away, straight ahead. a third one. We usually beeline straight for the main ruin. Water droplets are heading right. The ruin here appears to date from the age of sail, mistress. It's hard to know who's saying what. I wish they were like a slightly different colour or something. Silver sculpture of a ship. That's cool. Of course there's something etched on it. It is kind of a shame that we've always found stuff, we've always found the main sites straight away before, because we miss out on all of these fragments of text. It's like a flying crossbow, it is, isn't it? Sleep. My... sleep in Heaven's Vault? I believe you can be confident of your translation for mine now. Why? How? Sleep in peace, probably. Children? Heart, live. It's gonna be friend or children. Does sleep in peace, my children, work? Probably. I'd say this was made on the place we're looking for. We must be near. This should make the exact spot we're currently looking for easier to find. Well, we've done 3 of them now, so we're better. I feel like we're sailing through a cloud. No shit. Up here. In effect, mistress, we are. Up. Particles we can see are ice particles. Ice particles wink more suspended in what is left of the river here. This way? Which way, 6? We don't have much choice now. I do not know, mistress. I wanted to go the other way, though. Damn it. Such a bad sailor. Oh, now this way, apparently. Flap. Flap. Is this it? Is this rock? I think we've found it. You will need to hop her down, mistress. Right, don't take me away early this time, you little piece of shit. Fucking robot. Removing me from all of the archaeological sites as soon as we get there. Grumble, grumble. 2 to beam down. It won't let me go back to the main dig site. It's so annoying. Being railroaded, I tell you.
A single rocky peak was topped by a gleaming ruin.
Little palace.
And what a jewel it was.
Beautiful.
Like a half-cut gemstone.
Unfortunately, we left Siu, aka Sulu, at Elbereth, otherwise we could say Sulu, you have the con. Mistress, did you see that? There's somebody there. Did something fall off? No, mistress. I thought I saw. But no. It was nothing. There was a person there. It might be possible to scramble up. No, mistress. One slip and you would be heading down rapidly. A painted tile. These tiles are beautiful. Yoink. Somebody lives there and you're just stealing their tiles. It's heavier than I expected. We'll look around a bit then. Come back this way if we get stuck. Thank you, mistress. Based on that, I will offer you immediately as soon as you become slightly stuck. No, don't fucking do that. A walled city? It hardly seems large enough. Can we go down the hill? No. My goodness, the zoomed out view. Can we go around the back? The Withering Palace, 6. Somewhere in the Withering Ways.
We slipped around the corner of the great building,
Okay.
clinging to the narrowest of paths.
Sneak in, why don't you? The drop is precipitous. Alright. I'm gonna quickly do a save here, right? We know what this game is like. Bop! There we go. Done a save. Heavensville save _ palace. There you go, now I can't see chat or anything. Help chat, where are you? Come back to me, there you are. Would you put up with this robot's lip if it were a person? Depends how cute they were. There's a break in the wall, too high for you? Indeed, mistress. But I believe I have an alternative. 6. Where are you going? Don't think my Ari gave you to me so you could just dump me outside crumbling ruins. Nothing. I'll go by myself then. He's just gonna go by the front door, of course.
And for a moment, the sight seemed only quiet instead of empty.
It is.
Like
We saw a person.
I might walk around a corner and find someone painting, or reading, or watching the sky.
You might. It's funny you should say that.
But, of course, there was no one here.
That's what you think.
And when
my
the
girl.
emptiness came back, it was double.
Something was removed from here, but there's no way to tell what. Was it a telescope? 6? Where are you, 6? You actually abandoned me this time? No, he's probably been kidnapped by the person who owns the house. Sorry, not he. Hi, Medal. Morning. Afternoon, morning. You missed some. Did you manage to restore heart? I did manage to go back and redo it, but there's no way. You are forced off the you were forced away from the archaeology dig no matter what you choose. But this time we had a little bit more copper. So our robot took us away this time. We got the last to agree to go back to the ship. It's quite a view from here. Well, let me see it. You can see forever. All the way to Nebula's End. Nice. Can we see any other sights? Doesn't look like it. It's laughable to think the inside of a nebula, which is the birthplace of stars, would actually look like this and have civilizations in it. What was this place? Is it the Withering Palace? No, apparently that's somewhere else in here, which is strange because this looks like a palace, but maybe it's just a villa. Aha, there's an inscription. Hooray. Eye of View. Stronger. I stand strong of you. Serpent? If that's serpents, that's serpent. I stand in front of you, serpent. I guess if that's back, it could be in front. Sure. I stand in front of you, serpent. It doesn't look like a serpent, though. Except for not having any arms. A mural. Some kind of symbol. But I know that shape well enough. The eagle and sun. Okay. So this is an Empire period site. It doesn't look like an Empire site. Unless the eagle and sun symbol predates the Empire. The eagle and sun is an Age of Sail symbol? Question mark. Okay, there's like a great hall here. Or lots of little rooms, but it looks like a great hall. Let's just ignore that. Let's pretend we didn't see 6 with a person in there. I really hope it's not a snake. So ornate, so decorative. A rope leading up to the next floor of this place. There might have been stairs here once. The entire mountain is tumbling away. It reminds me of what happened to Fall. Test the rope. Feels pretty firm. Though how anyone got up there to tie it, I don't know. Maybe they started up there. 6 would hate me even looking at this, but that's just jealousy. He's got no legs. These small openings, all these doors, what are they? Barely even rooms. Maybe they're prison cells. I feel if I could understand them, then I'd understand this whole place. Can I take the rope? Can't get past that. Let me up. Where have you got to, 6? We saw him. Did you go chasing your ghost? Is there another way around without interacting with those two? I don't think there was. Any inscriptions? I wish I could run. Remark. You've no way back to the Nightingale without 6, Aaliyah. Perhaps you should have been nicer to it. Can't we see that through all of these doors? Oh no, there's a little room here. Yeah, they look like monastery cells. Stay calm. Don't be dramatic. It's a monastery. Which could also be like a prison. A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Wait, is this a door I can open? Come on. We're here to see the tapestries. We are. So we've seen this. We haven't commented on the water this time. Didn't go in here either. Aha, there's an artifact. Good job I went back. And how did you get here? On a person's foot, presumably. Did you hop? No. Did the person hop after they lost their shoe? There's something under here. A rusted compass carved with a boat motif. Dating from the age of sail. You found an inscription, of course you have. These people love inscriptions. It's broken off. No shit, they always are. Children are children. So that can't be the word for children at all. Okay. Was it friends? Stars are true friends. Would make sense on if you're navigating a lot and you have a compass and stuff. This should help us locate the Age of Sail site. Nice. So we haven't even found the Age of Sail site or the Withering Palace. We're at some other place. Jeez. We also... we found this. That is not what we were heading for. There's also... We need to go back to there. And there's some other pre-Empire site here. And as you can see, there's bound to be something hidden here, and maybe even somewhere around here, because look, there's all these things that disappear off, and this looks surprisingly empty as well. How big is this game? Seems to be quite a lot to it here. This one's just a cracker jar. But it's stuck. Trouble on the inside, perhaps? Maybe it's locked. Maybe it's into the main hall again. Aha! A book! Precious, my precious. Oh, the pages are rotten. It's not completely fallen to pieces, just handle it really roughly, you know? Fucking fragile ancient book. Touch it with your hands, get your hand grease on it so it crumbles quicker. I've got a few of these words in your notebook, but I'll take a chance on what's left. Book for... Hold law. Hold should through. Should. Book for fair. Law holiest. Hold. Don't think. These are awful. Book for. Should. Good. Book for good. Learn from. That makes no sense. Hi, Goblin. That was my worst translation. Not seeing anything. How am I fitting all this shit in that tiny pouch? I'm like Mary fucking Poppins up in here. Ooh. These are no better. Do they have words on them? So much moisture on this moon. Nothing paper could last. Why hasn't anyone tried to? Are there not other copies? It is a bag of holding, yeah. You really do have the space text here. What about this one? This is also a jar, but it's not letting me piss it out. Ooh. Ooh, and there's ladders. Ooh, good stuff. We're 1,000 years old. So how does that work? Well, it can't be an 1,000-year-old fruit, you dumbass. Drawings? Not ancient, just scribbles. That one looks like a robot with a flat head. Wow. Nice observation. Look, there's a ladder. You're not going to say anything about that? Aha, more. Here's more. She just looks like a family. I wonder if these were drawn by a child. Nobody cleaned them off the walls. There's something odd about this junk. It reminds me of the things Aurora used to build in the orphanage. Forts and mattress beds. She'd hide under a cloth or something, then jump out when one of the ladies went past with a tray. Oh, I hated the orphanage even more than me, I think. Right. I'm amazed I haven't stolen the gold plate. I usually steal everything else. Been auto-walked. Marks in the woodwork. You're number 2 in the Bronze League for Duolingo, and now you want to be number 1. I know, it's really addictive, isn't it? Garden? Us? Is? Of? It's not quite right. Okay, but garden, for some reason, that she's decided that's fine, okay. Crystal stars, probably nebula, if there's like multiple stars. Is, I thought we had the word for emperors. Our garden then. Nebula is our garden. Those XP numbers, you soon will be in your Diamond League. The top spot is only about 400. Huh. I could try the door, but let's look around. Yeah, see? A fragment of canvas. Dating from the earliest days of the nebula. I thought everything here rotted. Whoever this didn't add embroidery in the seam. I'd hazard that it comes from the same place as the book. How have they even survived that long if the moisture is that bad? Locked. Gosh dang it. Hopefully this monk child that we find is going to have unleashed Six's true memories. Another stuck door. The roof must be falling in every time the ground gives way. Lucky the dome is still holding. Good old domes. What have the Romans ever done for us? Concrete and domes. Hello? Please viewpoint, change back. I wanted that. What is this? This gate clearly never opened. No hinges, no lock, not another artificial gate. Oh look, there's an eye out there. That's a hopper eye. That must be how Six got in. People came in that way. The same as the hopper in the Emperor's graveyard. More kitty pics. They're drawn in charcoal, I think. Should rub right off. Don't do that. Dancers, maybe? I mean, bit of an odd picture. Can I not have a sip of water? I haven't drunk the whole time I'm playing this game. Okay, this is just a room, so we can go in here without triggering anything. A crumpled blanket. Thrown off when someone woke, then left here. This room can't have been someone's home. Why not? And it doesn't look much like a cell. Yes, it does. It's like a monk cell. Jeez, this woman needs an education. She was an orphan. It's not her fault. The work of a child telling some kind of story. But you can't make it out. Are you sure it's not just naive art because they've never been taught any other kind? Whoever slept here made a fire. They burned old chairs, boxes, floorboards. Surely it's not... ... No. I wondered if it was still warm, but of course it isn't. Someone camped in this room after this place was abandoned. That'll be whoever ate the fruit. What, the fresh fruit? Someone was sleeping here recently. I wonder where they went. Well, they're talking to Six right now in the courtyard. They don't have a ship. They don't know how to get out. The paintings are strange. They suggest that someone was here for some time. A little baby living here alone. Babu, babu, babby. Can I get around here? No. Can't get to that bit. Something written above the door, eh? Okay. This is the start of a fragment of text. Again. Could be home. Of. Friends. No good. I'd have to start again and try it. Oh, that looks so sensible. Of friends. That should have been plural for homes if home was right. Maybe house. House of friends? I wonder what people did in there. Right. Another quick save-o. Excuse me, desktop. Let me save. Let me save. There we go. Thank you, Scorpion, for the save file. Oh, now I can't see anything again. Where are you, chat? I get lonely without you. There we go, you're back. Just using the Japanese language package in Windows to type with the regular keyboard. Aha. All the tricks up Fidelity sleeves. I think I have to go back round then. Maybe it'll let me try the rope again? What do you reckon? Probably not. No, I've already restored from saves before, Scorpion, so I know they work. Do you not fret ye worry. Worry ye no fret. It works. We also have about 5 million of them now. My trust in this game to not screw me over is slim at this point. But then it just tries to railroad a little bit. Surely I could get up this rope, surely. Let me. I like how she doesn't even... Damn. It's not gonna let me. Oh well, let's go in and see 6 and this monk child. Fruit-eating monk child. 6, is that you? So yeah, we had in the cat shop.
At the building's
Oh,
heart
it's a statue.
was a domed chamber. Every footstep rang like a bell.
Ting-a-ling,
And the room
ting-a-ling,
was large. Like
ting-a-ling-ling.
it was larger than the walls that held it. Like a whole other moon was contained inside this room.
I think you're exaggerating just a little bit. What are you doing, 6? It's a robot god. You left me. I had to. I saw something. It led me here. Again. Again? Indeed, mistress. I know this place, mistress. I have been here many times. Haha, he's remembering. How can you remember anything? You can barely remember waking you up. I do not know, mistress. Memories are a new sensation to me. I do not know how to understand what is in my mind. Let's comfort 6. You're a robot, 6. That's not comforting. Either you know something or you don't know. That's not. I agree, mistress. In theory. And yet, I remember a king. A king with an iolite crown. His judgments were fair, he was much loved. But his daughters schemed against him. The Empress buried the robots. Each daughter thought he loved another more. Resentment festered until each killed him in a different way. Jesus. Slow poison, a knife in the back. But the youngest daughter's method was the cruelest. She hoppered her father into a crack in the palace stonework. She became queen, but she never found any pleasure in it. She was plagued by her father's voice inside the walls, berating her for her flaws. Mad Empress. Grumpy face. It makes no sense, mistress. How could I have seen all that? It sounds like nonsense. Don't say that. Perhaps it is. Perhaps my core is failing. Perhaps I am going insane. Oh right, it's just like I rolled this. Is there anything else? Yes. You see, then I remember a woman shipwrecked. She lay here on this floor, dressed only in rags. She carved her name into boards torn from her ship, which would never sail again, and she tossed them into the rivers, hoping to be rescued. That's enough 6. No, it's not. This is like listening to a grandmother on Harvest Day. I don't want to say any of these things, but I'll say they're dreams, as it seems. Do you dream, 6? I do not believe so, mistress. But how would I know for sure? Do you even sleep? Not since I was activated, mistress. But before then, I suppose I was asleep for a long, long time. Mostly ask questions, because she's too sarcastic when you get her to do replies. The hopper eye? It was a trivial matter. Clip, clop, clip. Let's look at the statue. It's a little like the statue outside, but a different goddess. The ancient pantheon had 7 gods, I think. Gods always seem to have the one eye. Touch it, sure. Goddess, but you're made of wood, painted to look like stone. With a statue of Mercy and the one outside made in the same place, based on their mineral compositions, it's quite possible, mistress, sorry. I will consider the matter. Thanks, 6. You're okay. Let us look around this place. Curtains. Nothing here. Why hang a curtain over a wall? Insulation? Because it looks nice. More curtains, but this one's a passage. Let's see where this goes. Do we have to? Oh, it goes into the side. Wait, that's where the
The
person
far
was.
side was open to the wind and the dark.
But the person came in. Is that the person? Or is that another statue? I'm so tense. Fresh fruit? So this is where the half we found came from. Perhaps these grow on trees, but there aren't many trees and this is a lot of fruit. Is this bread? It's bread! That didn't grow on a tree. No shit. Are you feeling spooked yet, my girl? Tis a tapestry and we did inspect it. So we're living up to our cover of being tapestry inspectors. Uh-huh. Somebody is working their way through the trees for firewood. Somebody's stuck here and is gonna go, "Get me off this godforsaken planet before I kill you." A sculpture. Made of sticks, shoes, a coffee pot, something like... Oh, you can't even do that. She's very ungraceful then. I was never any good at dancing. It shows. Bloody hell. Question mark or reply? Questions. They're always good. And you recognise the dancer's pose, don't you, Aaliyah? You should. It's a swirler from Elbereth. Imagine 5 of them holding hands going out and around each other. What, like the picture the child wrote of somebody dancing? Of people dancing. Well, there are only 4 of those. So we have a sculptor, dancer, child, monk on our hands. My conclusion. Okay, so someone's been here. Can I not? Game? Game? Are you fucking with me, game? Am I supposed to fall off the edge? Are you not? I think the game's trying to kill me. Also, there are books here, and why can't I look at them? Books! Why are they on the edge? Why wouldn't someone clean them up? Ah! Ah! Why can't I inspect them? Why is this firewood so neat? Why can't I take the axe and walk through the corridors with it? Because it's like an axe murderer. Self-defense. Am I stuck here forever? Oh no. Maybe all this happened because the Fire Nation attacked. I haven't seen The Last Airbender, so I really want to watch it at some point, but I only just vaguely recognize that those are references. It's one of those things I need to save for somebody who has it. Your cabbages? Is that a reference? Excuse me, why am I stuck here? Game. Do I have to reload, do you think? I don't want to restart game. Is there someone here? Resume. Why can't I get back? Oh my fucking yeah. Oh my god, guys. What the hell? Alright. Where are my save files? Palace 2. And then do that, save again. Palace stuck. Why is the game being so buggy today? For goodness sake. Poor cabbage salesman always gets his day ruined. Ah, I see. I see. Why is cabbages such a thing in games? Like, Skyrim's full of them. They're disgusting cabbages. I hate them. No, I don't hate them. I hate them. I don't want to hate them. Okay. Six has finally been remembering stuff. That was one of our goals. We did want Six to start remembering so that Six would stop having what's her face as a master. Let's see where we're at. Have I been out of here yet? Uh-oh. I'm still stuck in the doorway. Might have to Google this one. The tile building site, what's it called? Tile fronted building. Stuck at tile fronted building, we may have to Google. Because, we're stuck. It's given us no clues. That's interesting. But also pointless. Let me back in. Can I not pick up the axe and hack through these bushes? Why will you not let me in? Right, Google time. Heaven's vault stuck at tile fronted building. Oh, listen to that mechanical keyboard go. Wow. A small number of people have managed to get stuck outside levels, and that's been fixed too. No, that's not. Oh, that doesn't. Spoilers, tile fronted building. I don't want spoilers, I just. Walked outside the level on the forested moon. We're not really walking outside the level. On the mining moon, got up to the edge, through the walls, so you're able to turn around. No. That's not it. Heaven's Vault, creating a dynamic detective story. Stuck in the vault. Shh, don't talk to me about the vault. That's a spoiler as well. I'm kind of stuck. Solved inscriptions, solvable inscriptions, unsolved inscriptions. I think we should go back to the early ones. Did we not? Have we not looked at this? Emperor and oh no, it was Empire, wasn't it? Empire. Tis no law, tis no emperor, tis not all. Well, we've got all. Knowledge. That isn't all though. Also we should have, yeah, is one heart. Yeah. But then it makes us do it again. I don't know why I'm doing this because our save game is like stuck. So, of Empire. And where's the word for heart again? Heart is a heart and something of Empire. Knowledge. Do we not have of anymore? I thought we had of in the list. Ah, yeah. Knowledge of knowledge of something is heart and something of Empire. Now we put one in here and it's going to tell me one is wrong. Well, now it's telling me is wrong. Interesting. Got to do it all over again. Heart, Empire, and knowledge of there we go, finally. Hooray! 3 confirmed words. Knowledge of each one was heart and probably strength. Or it could be heart and blood actually. Okay. Doesn't like that for some reason. Okay, it's not confirming for me. This is the problem we had with this phrase last time. Knowledge of each one. Yeah. It was heart and blood of Empire. Okay. Weird that that's not working either. Yeah, it is annoying that it doesn't keep the bits that are right. Thing is, it hasn't like confirmed them as right, so it doesn't let you. Okay, the fact that I can't get back through here is a major issue. Do I Google again? Heaven's Vault can't re-enter. The thing is, how will people have building rivers, Heaven's Vault, a linguist's buried treasure? Not really, because it's not how. Tile fronted building, Heaven's Vault tile fronted building. Why am I so stuck? Should I have seen someone here? Is there something I should have seen? Have I missed a clue and it's stopping me from having a cutscene? Is there somebody hiding in a hedge? Oh, camel's teeth! Tread lightly, Aaliyah. Is this all I was waiting for? Will it let me go now? Will it let me fall off the edge? Is there something here I should have found? Can I climb up anywhere? I feel like I've been through here enough. I should have seen something by now. Oh, this is frustrating. Come on, our playthrough was going at such a nice pace. It was entertaining, it was fun. I hope. I'm assuming. It's a bit presumptuous of me. Game. Why you be like this to me? Game. Have I missed some writing on the wall? Have I missed some food in the room? Can I eat the bread? Maybe the door's not bugged anymore now. I know, I'm just going to take one last look around because I've had that thought multiple times before and been so disappointed. I mean, is it bugged? Is that something else meant to happen? I don't know. I feel like I should have been able to look at those books as well, honestly. But, or like look down here. Well, that's where we started, of course. I mean, if I lived here and all my books and my chair were on the edge like that, I would get a long stick and drag them back. Like this plank. There shouldn't be an invisible wall. They've not really done that before. Oh. I should get back to 6. Yeah, you fucking should. Or, mistress, perhaps there is no more to see here. Oh, you're doing it again, 6. Fuck off. You're not interested in remembering anymore. I can remember at my leisure, mistress. There is nothing here to see. Fuck off, there isn't. In this chamber you cannot activate the hopper. Good. Stay here then, you little shit. Up at weight 6. Is there nothing in here? Aha. Some kind of chest. Yeah, let's pretend. Apparently the stairs are very hard to see. Yeah, it's not my fault. Couldn't see them. There's a sword in here. Yay, let's steal it like we do everything. Very light, apparently not made of metal. Same as the goddess, it's made of wood. A training sword? And there's an inscription. Excellent. We can trade the sword to someone. This is the end of a longer line of text. Let's see. Gods as shall yourself may your wen brings. Okay. May. Gods. Oh, is that it? I can add my translation for me to my dictionary now. Yes, of course. You can go off just this. That makes perfect sense. May gods guide your surrender or decision. It has of in there. Give. So like giving up. May gods guide your surrender? Maybe it works on a sword. Could be decision, but it's on a sword. It's a Redguard sword, you can tell from the curved blades. I know what this place is. This is the theatre. What? Just from a wooden sword? Not like a monk training place? I'm very confident. A theatre? So my memories are only stories. They seem so real. Are you an actor, 6? Must have been good actors. But when was this? Hundreds of years ago? Let me show you the sword I found, 6. Interesting. The wood is not from here, perhaps unsurprisingly. And mistress. It is old. Ooh. 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 So many sites. I think we can try and fly to either of these. This is so exciting. We never need to go home and see Miari again. Can we get up any of these steps? I think we might. Well, this is a lot to explore. There could be something anywhere up here. Oh my goodness, there's a whole dark and dimly lit balcony row. Also, I'm walking in midair. Game. Turns out I can walk on air. I'm walking in the air. Can you play that? Fidelity, do you have that? I think the snowman is translated and plays in Finland. What have we got? This is an annotated river chart? Why is that in a theatre? It appears to be marked, mistress. How can you see from down there, Six? Stars. Stars and wind. High zoom. He must have very high zoom and very good. You're also convinced of wind. Stars below and wind above? Hang on. Stars above and wind below. Makes sense. I think this comes from the same source as the shell necklace. The one we found on the hideout moon. And just by looking at the text, we can work out where the location is. I don't know how, but we can. Man. She's actually like 20,000 IQ. Bet you didn't know that. Where are you going, mistress? Why are humans so keen to climb? It's because we're monkeys. True apes. And what became of the monkey? Don't eat too many stars. Oh, now I want to eat some stars. Well, Six. So, what was that? The goddess fell over. That was no ghost. I heard footsteps, mistress. Not the goddess. That thing didn't move on its own. No, evidently it is made of wood, mistress. I know. Good faith to you. We mean you no harm. Hello. And I reload my chat so that I can see you. Hello. My internet hasn't done a blip for a very long time, but it did one of its old blips. Might have to turn my modem off and on again after the stream. Thank you. Thank you. What did you see last? Did you see the little boy run away? There was a little boy, he ran. And he called me a ghost. Which is kind of accurate. I mean, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Well, we've had today's exploration split into 2 episodes now, so quick recap for the 2nd episode of today's stream. We were hijacked by somebody who'd been left behind to die of thirst on the dig site where there was a buried ship. And so we had to go and take her back to my original home, Elbereth, with the city with the slums outside. And while we were there, we checked up on our old friend who was looking at the Emperor's crowd, and she managed to power it up, and there were voices inside, and one young man told her something about being afraid of the crumbling palace and being hopeful about heaven's vault. And so that gave us some new sights to look at over here, and we went to try and look for it, but we ended up here at this tile-fronted building, which we've been exploring, and it turns out it's an old theatre, and there's a little boy living on his own inside it, and we just saw him and he thinks we're a ghost. Also, Six, our robot, wants a name, but hasn't thought of one yet, and finally, by being in this room, I had some memories, which he thought was real, but it was actually plays that he'd been to see. Any sign of him? I think he has vanished. Well, the chances are he's vanished up here. We seem to have lost the boy, mistress, and we have explored most thoroughly. We can't just leave him here. My ethical core has no qualms, mistress. He would appear to be surviving. We'll find him. What the fuck is wrong with your ethical core? As you say, mistress. Boy! Can you hear me? He's not in here. We have to play hide and seek with this little shit. Can we name him Paul? For now. Did the boy climb up here? He might have done. There are rooms up there. You are not to follow, mistress. Look down. By all the wakened waters, but I hope he doesn't fall. If he has lived here for some time, he must know the layout. Maybe the boy's hiding in one of these little rooms. There's a small chance, but it's unlikely. I don't think I can climb up. There are some stairs though. But it was locked, so you know. Boy. There was one room that was ajar. It's too small to be a city. What if it was just a large marketplace? We've already ascertained it's a theatre dialogue. Marketplace established? Question mark? You do tend to name random things, Paul. There are questions I could ask and comments I could make. The little openings then. They're shop fronts, are they indeed? Is he behind a door? Go find the little shit. There's no decent river to this place. How did people come here? How did the boy get here? Wait, don't activate the fucking hopper. Gotta be careful here. Perhaps the same way we did? Well, there was a river and it's gone. Is that even possible? I do not know, mistress. Where is this boy? Is he hiding in his little fort? Hop out later. You in here, lad? Child, I will find you and rescue you. Stay here. Fabulous advice, mistress. Yeah, it's not like he can. Let me knock on the door, will you? Game. I've already tried these doors, so it's not letting me try them again. For fuck's sake, game. Do you have to be such a little shit? Did you find anything, mistress? I assume not. 6, your cheek is really wearing on me. You in here, little brat? Question. Where could that boy have gone? Up the rope? Literally anywhere here, mistress. There. Stay back, ghost. Oh, you're just being rude. There you are. What's your name? Amir. You're not a very smart ghost, are you? What's yours? I'm Aaliyah. Are you from Elbereth? I am. I was on Elbereth. There was a story, you see. A story about a cursed word. I'm sure you know lots of words you shouldn't. A bad word. They said to speak it aloud was death, so I spoke it. And what happened then? I spoke it by the Cactus Gate on Elbereth. The gate sent you here? How is that possible? The gate is a hopper, mistress, but this boy travelled a lot further than one would expect from a hopper. It just took me and I found myself here alone. How long have you been here? Years and years. You don't look old enough to have been here years and years. I was a baby when I came here. How have you fed yourself if you were a baby? That doesn't make sense. I hope you're real. Of course I'm real. Are we gonna get you home? You can't be sure. The others weren't. What others? This place gets busy at night. You hear them arguing. The ghosts are all so angry. Where are we? Well, you can't stay here. The building's collapsing. It'll slide away into the rivers below. Shall I use the hoppers again, mistress? Yeah. Let's get out of here. Stand still, mistress. I am taking the boy, right? I am? Amir, I haven't abandoned you. With enough information to locate 2 new sites. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. He spoke a word as a baby and happened to survive as a child. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe the ghosts fed him. We need to get the boy back to Elbereth unless he's going to become our apprentice or something. Oh, he needs a bath though, for fuck's sake. He hasn't been washing. I don't think Amir has been on the rivers before. We should sail to Iox, no. And I'm sure she wants to see the crown. Fuck off with me, Ari. We are not giving that wench the information. Well, this is my ship. How are you feeling? The same. I don't feel different. But if I have lost my soul, how would I know how I used to feel? Just wait until you see the rivers. No, people can take your soul. They can put you in robots. That'll get your soul going. What's all that anyway? Out there. That's the nebula. Lesson time, kiddo. This kid is a lot wider than you'd think a kid that's been eaten. How did he learn how to bake bread? A pirate should have a boat. Where would you like me to take you? Elbereth, I suppose? It's home. There are people waiting for you here? Nope. Yes? Maybe? I don't know. Why would I, an orphan, say you must have parents? No. This is my ship. I can take you anywhere in the nebula. I could take you to Eox, where I live. Or Maersi, that's a farming moon. It's very beautiful. I don't know. I don't know where I want to go. What do you think? I think I should get a boat of my own. A pirate should have a boat. I think he wants to sail. You're lucky I found you. I suppose so. No, I can't keep you with me. Why not? I don't know. I travel a lot. It's not safe. Let's see if you can talk us into it. I'm afraid of nothing. I want to say all of these. Didn't you run away from us down there? Only to gain the higher ground. I don't want to. I want to keep him with us. Aww. Maersi then. We'll take you to Maersi. It's the most beautiful place I know. They'll have work for you. Someone will take you in. Alright. I don't mind work. Will there be other children? I didn't see any. I hate other children. Come on. Right, yeah, you'll be fine in Maersi. Maybe you'll soften up a bit. Fucking hell. I don't want to take him back to the slums in Elbereth. Doom the poor boy. Wow. I mean, we've got to go there, but look at all this shit. Holy shit. Let's take him to the villages in Maersi. At least it's a beautiful place, and he's a hard worker. He knows how to bake bread and shit, apparently, so... We're gonna have a mutiny on our hands. I don't think he's quite tough enough for me and the robot.
For Maersi.
He's a kid.
I found myself looking forward to it. It was a good place, despite the people.
He is grumpy enough to be
everything
one of the people there.
Elbereth could have been.
By the wind! Lady, this is amazing! We'll come back for you one day and, you know, when we get a bigger ship. Can we do another? I want to do another. When we get a bigger ship, maybe you can have this one. When you're older. What's this? Oh, there's a ruin. Lady, can I have a go? Corey's forgotten. She's a Londoner, he's a Cockney lad. He's like little, the Artful Dodger. I'd do anything. A shipwreck. I would guess it dates from ancient time, mistress. Just wait, mistress. I recovered a shredded hardbound book. I wonder how long it's been there. There are some printed symbols on the cover. Excellent. How is the robot going to stop him, really? I don't know, maybe bop him on the head or teleport him into outer space. I'd guess this comes from the same site as the fragment of canvas in the book. We haven't, it didn't give us the choice to translate it. Wow. Do you believe people on Maersi will look after him? Do you believe the people on Maersi will look after him? Well, if they say no, we have to take him with us. Waters above. Here we go again. Why wouldn't they? Because they can barely feed themselves, dear. We can explain the situation. Ghost's Wake. Oh. Do I want to pass the control to 6 or do we want the dialogue? Has the dialogue stopped? Where are we?
The boy stuck his nose up against the porthole and kept it there, staring out at the rivers.
Come on, keep him. You know you want to keep him. Ignore the next branch, mistress. Well, I've got to take one branch. Can't ignore all of them. The word you spoke. It must have told the Gates Hopper to send you to that moon. So they used to be able to teleport between each other's moons with the right words. So that moon was once, well it still is, directly connected to Elbereth. Yes. Indeed. A long distance hopper? Is that possible? Clearly it is. Clearly. We know the older emperors had some kind of link to Elbereth. First emperors. I wonder if Elbereth used to be important. Of course it did. It's still the biggest city around that we know of. I mean, really important. Well, actually, we didn't see all of Eox. We only saw our compound. So it might be big. Hello, camera angle. Please. Why you do this? Is this Maercy? This rock? I don't see the greenery. Or are we going past Eox? We can find out where we are. Oh, we're going past Eox. Okay, that's Eox. Ignore that, we don't want to go back there ever again. We should go right momentarily, mistress. That requires me knowing my left and my right. Eox is the moon that we started on where the Empire, the new Empire woman who rescued us from being an orphan is. I want to know the word, Amir. The word that made the gate transport you. See, if we auto-did this journey, it might be important. Then we wouldn't find out the word. I can't. It's forbidden. You did it before, boy. It's important, Amir. You little shit. I'm never gonna come back and give you my ship if, when you grow up, if you don't give it to me. You're the only person I've ever heard of to make the gate work. The word is forbidden, but he's already said it. It's forbidden. That didn't stop you the first time. I said it before and I died. No, you didn't. You're still here. I won't say it again. Oh, goodness. He's afraid. I thought you were afraid of nothing, Amir. But you said it at the gate, didn't you? There's nothing that will hear you out here. Well, you don't know that. Yeah, I do. I'm very clever. You don't know the words, so you don't know. Write it down then, you little bitch. Let me teach you to write quickly. You can trust me. Also, I can come back and get you. I know where you are. I know where you live, boy. I don't trust anyone. Why not? You didn't develop distrust of people. I hope they want this statue back. What? What statue? I'm not giving them the statue, I'm giving them the boy. He asks if you're a ghost, but he thinks he died. How does that make sense? He is a bit befuddled. He's a bit muddled. Maybe they want their figurine back? Why would I give them the figurine back?
I led the boy up the muddy path from the ship. His little eyes kept popping out of his head.
Oh God,
I thought
don't
he was
get
going to
broody,
lose
girl.
them.
What is this stuff in the air? It's like breath. It's mist. Rises from the water. It's so cold. How are you feeling? This place is beautiful. It's stuffed with pigs, and they smell bad. I've never met a pig. Are they clever? Really, yeah. That's your question. Not are they beautiful, but are they clever? What about are they tasty? All animals are beautiful, but it's only the clever ones you have to watch out for. What animals have you seen, mate? First growing up in a city and then being a baby on an island. Swamp gas, yeah. It's farts. They live quite simply here. These people won't take me in. Why would they? You'll work, they respect that. You're just going to leave me here? No matter what happens? Let's just see what they say. Alright. But I'll bet your ship that I'm right. Oh, you don't bet my ship. Young man, it's not yours to bet. My future apprentice. Who I have now adopted, because I'm getting broody apparently. Now where are we going? Excuse me? Do I have to go to this hut? Is that what you're railroading me towards? There's nobody here in the hut. I've been to the hut before. What's that smell? Probably pigs. Yeah, pig. It's pig. Oinky oink. We can't even get to the door of this. Why did you lead me this way, boy? Boy. Wait, there's a path down here. Did we ever go down here? Huh? There's something here. No, nothing here. Grumble, grumble. Sith Lord, Mistress and Apprentice. Oh my goodness. Question. Do you know a story, Amira, about a woman who carves her name onto wooden boards? Larian, that's her name, that she forgets. Everyone knows that story. What happens? Well, in the end, the sailor scoops her up and takes her home and keeps her in a pond. But she doesn't mind too much, I think. Fucking actors, they're all on drugs. Well, Amblarian, why doesn't she mind living in a pond? Well, because she's a mermaid, of course. It's that all back to the rivers. Six looked excited by that, but he's not. He stood very erect there. The village is this way. Don't be nervous. It's a pig. Don't be afraid. Right, of course, a mermaid. Suddenly, nighttime. I'm sure they want a stranger to come knocking on their door going, oh, I've got this messy looking kid that has been living wild for several years. Come on, lady, say, oh, I've always wanted a little boy. They're really grumpy here, they barely talk to you. One more mouth to feed.
Everything on Mayerzi was as we'd left it.
Well, why wouldn't it be?
The flowers still bloomed. The water still bubbled.
We've been travelling maybe 5 days at most. Did you find your man? Found the remains of his ship. The fire in the sky. I am sorry for your loss. Do you know what he was doing out there? Nope. They never answer anything. He visited us and then he left. Did not say his proper farewells. What do you mean by that? It's best left well alone, I think. Is it because he took the statue? I'm here about something else. I bought a friend. This is Amir. This is your son. You are from Eox, boy. Elbereth Mikis. I am a pirate. Ha! So was I at your age. So, are you here to sell him to us? I rescued him from a deserted moon. He has nowhere to go. Where are his parents? Working in a mine? I don't know where they are. Neither does he. You merely do not know, and yet you would give him to us? Do you care so little for the things of others? I don't have parents. I think I hatched from an egg. How curious. He's an orphan. As far as he's concerned, I think he's an orphan. If I take him back to Elbereth, he will disappear. So raise him yourself. I wouldn't know how. I'm not actually against the idea. I barely have anywhere to live. I travel, explore, it's dangerous. I could look after your pigs, Mikis. I like them, they're funny. Don't make me take him back to Elbereth. Follow the path, boy. Call for Isha. Yes. Thank you. I might come back for you later, pig boy. Will you come back and visit me? Yes. Of course. Good face to you. Oh, now he's just a villager that says good face to you all the time. We'll do what we can for him. Our village needs children's voices, but he will have to work. I hope so too. He needs some discipline. I don't want him to be a burden. We have the space, we have the rice. Do not bring any more. Good faith to you, lady. Mistress, the figurine. We have something for you. Yes? I brought you something else. I don't really want to give it back because it activated something. Kibenya! You are full of surprises, Eoxian. Where did you find this? On a distant moon by a ruined house. In the middle of a hurricane. This is a hermit's effigy, given to a hermit when they go out alone to remind them of the place that gave them birth. See here? She opens. See, he's got knowledge for me. Kindness pays. Did you see inside? Haha. So I thought I'd found a word for hermit earlier, but it told me it was wrong. Waters and us join us. Waters something us and join us. New phrase, yeah. Confirmed word. Oh my gosh. I slow cooked lasagna last night and my apartment smells of the lasagna. But it's quite subtle actually. But it's making me. Waters divide us and join us. Impressive. Can you read it? A child could. This word, to separate. Separate. Oh my goodness, we've got a fucking dictionary here. Man, be my dictionary forever. I have so many phrases for you. And this one is connect. How do you know? Not all that is lost is all lost. We remember pieces. We'll put Kibenya back in the well shrine. She prefers the damp. She's been on a long journey, I think. Indeed. Wait, something fell out. It's here in the grass. Six just like in the background. Some kind of foil. Ah, that was the thing that made the It is quite evident, mistress. That is a rebesque foil. What is a rebesque foil? You have never seen the internals of a robot, then? So a foil is part of a robot. Let's not talk about the fact that we've seen how other robots die horribly. A rebesque foil is a small scrap of metal inscribed with enormous detail, like one of your fingerprints. The foil is yours if you want it, Eoxian. I hope you find it of value. Could we put it in 6? Good faith to you, lady. Good faith, walking dictionary. Your mission of mercy is accomplished, mistress. We found an intriguing artifact here at the Square of Foil. With luck, we will be able to trace it. There is nothing more you can do for the boy. Time to go, mistress. Yes. We looked around this moon quite thoroughly last time. You made a mustikapiraka, but your house smells like curry. You don't put curry in blueberry pie. There are many pigus here. They are quite cute. I'm kind of enjoying playing today, so we're going to play a bit longer. We should sail to Eox and tell Mayari what we've seen. It's really trying, but we know not to do that. Because if we look at the map, foil, mistress, I do not immediately recognize where it was produced. Can you track it down? I will triangulate the origin of the foil as best I can, mistress. Oh, fuck yeah. More sites to explore. Fashioned at the Withering Palace? The tile. I'm outside the Doom Moon, where... I know it's broken, but it's still beautiful. You can see the brush marks from where it was painted. Hard to believe it, but every tile on that building was painted identically by hand. That's insane! The human capacity for inflicting tedium is incomprehensible to me, mistress. Indeed. We need to look at this as well. The actual crown of the Empire. I think so anyway. Or I think so anyway, was the emphasis on that. Can I actually go to my back room? No. Do we have any other artifacts? We got rid of the... Right. I think we need to trade like the tile to... What's his face in the shop? I will ready the braces, mistress. There were Pigus, Garak on the... Okay. So there are 2 places we can explore here before we go to Elbereth as well. Withering Palace is terrifying. I do want to go to the Age of Sail site though. Let's maybe go here, because we were trying to go there originally and I think we got lost. Found that theatre marketplace instead. Ah, you only just arrived. Okay. We rescued a little boy and took him back to the farming valley to become a pig farmer. And then we gave them back their statue and found a robot coil inside it. We've also discovered that before the First Empire, there was another empire which we've called the Age of Sail, when all of the boats were made. And maybe people just lived on boats and stuff, and there was high technology, and nobody's taught us about it in history, so it's being hidden from us somehow, or people are just very ignorant. Silk Pass. What a lovely name. Whoosh. You're watching serial killer drama with the bowman from The Hobbit. The bowman, I don't know that. I only watched the first movie and I gave up instantly. Fucking barrel scene and the stupid elf dwarf romance or whatever. Glow in the dark bloom, yeah. That. Oh, you mean Archer? Of course. A bowman Archer, why wouldn't I assume that? Silly me. The Verdant Pass. Approach ruin. He's in the second scene. A ruin! It's a ruin from the earliest days of the Nebula, mistress. This should only take a few moments. I found a sextant, another one, just lying out there. It doesn't have an inscription on the casing. This comes from the same source as the shredded book and the fragment of canvas. Should help us locate our site. I'm sure Tappy would kill for this sextant. Yeah, we will probably trade it to him. Especially without inscriptions. This and the tile. It's quiet without the boy around. It is. Mistress. We will come back for him. He's gonna be like, I hate pigs. I want to be a pirate. A wreck. Another wreck. Beep, boop, beep. A chipped golden charm in shape of a circle. The clasp has been inscribed, of course. I can hardly see the lips, they're so small, and yet there are so many. It's a good job he's got very good vision, isn't it? Why would something on a clasp be broken from a larger piece? When, together, when we something together. Together must be right. Is it the same word? I think it might be the word. When we flourish together. When we die together. When we die together. Okay. This comes from the same site as the sextant and the shredder. Well, the sextant... The other sextant was, I think, in a graveyard. Like a sailor's grave. So that kind of makes sense. Maybe take the next right shortly. You'd call in shortly. Maybe that's why their entire civilization died together somehow. That looks like a big old chunk there. That looks like a chunk I want to land on. Let me land on you, chunk. Or is this Eox? I don't want to land on Eox, actually. I think it's Eox again. Whoosh. Past this. I'm not actually sure. We can check where we are. Oh yeah, it's Eox again. That's not where we're going. Interesting that there were ruins even outside Eox and nobody had found stuff on them. What have the lazy bastards been doing? Why is no one out here? Path turns left ahead, mistress, and so should we. Of course. I wish I were your boss, 6, and I didn't have to worry about Maercy brainwashing you away from me. That disturbs me. There's a ruin there and I can't get to it. Ooh. So we shall turn towards it. Kind of. Seems like they don't care about history much. I think they're trying to suppress it, honestly. Whoosh. So if I go this way, I think I'll get to that ruin. Misturning, yeah, but that ruin. There we go. Aren't I smart? I know how to turn in a circle. I want more inscriptions, darn it. This is a ruin from ancient times, mistress. Wait, mistress. I found a piece of a book covered in precise computations. I wonder how long it's been there. Something marked on the cover. Computations? Oh, that's very, very exciting. Temple. And nebula. There's some kind of words for stars here. Never. No, that's not there. Never. Never one will. Something temple and nebula. Temple is correct. Sure. If you say so. So it's never and one. Never one. So maybe only? Only will... It's probably remember. Temple and nebula. Okay. A moon further out than any we've seen before. Interesting. Not really moons if they're not orbiting anything, just saying. They're just asteroids. They're just roids. Steroids, asteroids, hemorrhoids, all the roids. The withering ways, we've found it. This place looks nice and dark and spooky. Let's go down here. There's a tunnel.
I once thought I saw a fish
Alive.
in the waters of the Silk Pass.
Then it bit my
But
finger.
maybe it was a mermaid.
Oh my goodness, she's having sailor delusions. Whoosh. Sailor's delusions. She's been tempted by the fishtail. Whee! Whee! Oh good, it's slowed down, that's a good sign. Probably nearby. My findings suggest the Age of Sail site should be in this vicinity. I already knew that, Six. I'm very smart. Hematite is iron ore. Why aren't iron asteroids called hemorrhoids? Maybe they are. The river to the left seems curious. Right, left. Yeah, but the one to the right... There appears to be a trail in the water. Indeed. I'd say the one to the left is curious, but we know that we always go. The sparkles appear to be settled by our passing, mistress. We know that we follow the sparkles. We are sweeping them away as we sail. Alright, so we can't do our route twice? Ooh. Who are you? Is this what we were looking for? It's just a ruin. I would guess it dates from the Age of Sail. No shit. Should only take a few moments. I like how he doesn't like leaving me anyway, but... Ornamental chunk of hardboard from a bowsprit. Doesn't have any symbols. It comes from the site we're after. A bowsprit, hey? Just... Oh, we're outside of the search zone now, are we? Well, we'll be back in. Now we're in vicinity once more. Of course we are. I guess we have to curve back in this way. The water's to the left, yes. See? I'm ahead of you, Six, as always. One step ahead, that's me. There's a rock over there, but it's not the right kind of rock. Let's go this way. Whoosh. Whoosh. Whee. Come on, sail, sweep harder. I could look at the map, but that would be no fun. Do not turn right, mistress. I didn't. You always tell me that stuff too late, though. That turning will return us to the river. Oh my god, I have to eat some lasagna soon. Oh, it smells so good. It's really subtle as well. When I actually intentionally sniff in, I don't really smell it. There's something here. There is not enough room to land the ship. I will ready the hopper. That's the usual way. You have wind. Must be the unpronounceable Finnish food. The blueberry pie. It's probably the curry. I went to the shop this morning. Chicken was cheap. It was like £3.50 instead of £5.20 or something. Well, I say pound, but I mean euro.
This
so
moon
3 boxes.
was nothing but cold, cruel rock.
Cruel? Was it calling you names?
It could never have been home to anyone.
How
And yet-
condescending.
Someone had been here. And someone was still standing guard.
Was that the snake goddess? No, this one's got arms, so... This is an unforgiving place. Yeah, any place with mountains is unnatural. This moon appears most rugged. There must have been something important about this place. Did they get stone from here? Something that made this thing worth building. Oh, Six is doing sad face again. The guardian of this place. I wonder who you are. I don't see a way up there. Why would you want to climb up there, mistress? Can you not see him from where you stand? I'm an archaeologist. If there's a god here, I want to find out what it thinks it's doing. But why must humans insist on standing on things to understand them? We think with our feet, Six, okay? You wouldn't understand. You don't have legs. We don't have your zoom either, Paul. Yeah. How old would you say this site was, Paul? Based on the weathering of the god statue, almost 1,500 years old. Back when the age of sail was flourishing. Although this place doesn't look very flourishing to me. Well, we probably had the roidscaping back then. We can make our hemorrhoids look all fresh and lovely. By the waters. By the waters what? Show me, show me.
The path ended at the edge of an enormous crater.
That's no moon!
Where a mountain had been plucked out like a rotten tooth.
Roidscaping, yeah.
And something
High-tech
had been built across the wound.
What are we looking at? Let's not state the obvious if it's enormous, we know that. I have no idea, mistress. Can you scan it? Scan it? Scan for what, mistress? It is a hole. Scan it anyway. What's it made of? Here is something, mistress, which may or may not be interesting. The tiles lining its surface are a metallic pottery composite. Question mark? A what? Metallic pottery. Heat resistant, reflective, conductive. Interesting. Where did they even get enough metal for this crater? Don't people sift streams for iron dust? There are richer seams on some older moons, I believe, mistress, but there does appear to be a considerable wealth of metal here. We're rich, 6. We're rich. Let's go to the building first, if we can, around the edge. It might not let us. It's not going to let us, I don't think. Bean Bond is the best bond. Bean Bond? Oh, like Mr. Bean? Except, wait, mistress. What is it? I have found something. Gravity, mistress. You just discovered gravity? I should have dropped you out of an airlock like I did 5. I beg your pardon, mistress. 5 was saving my life. I need the ballast to get away from a massive moon. Interesting. The gravity on this moon is also anomalous. Anomalous how? I have discovered that the gravity within the crater is lower than the gravity outside. Are you saying you can see gravity? Indeed, mistress. After a fashion. He's probably got magnets in him and stuff, right? And all sorts of other sensitive bits and bobs. I wonder why you can see gravity. Someone must have made you that way. Perhaps. Although my eyes can see most flows of momentum, mistress. He looks very unimpressed. Sorry, Paul. I guess it must be useful. The gravity of the nebula is also quite beautiful. I'm jelly. Please, mistress. The gap is too narrow and there is nothing there. I can get through that. Just come back, mistress. Do not fall off a ledge to punish me. Why would I punish you? 6, why do you think everything's about punishing you? Probably trauma deep buried from being told to stand in concrete and power himself down. How can the gravity be low? Is the dish some kind of machine? Some kind of, I don't know, lens? Well, I mean, just because it's lens shaped. This dish is just as it appears, a curved tiled floor. But perhaps the moon's density itself is low. Well, why would it fluctuate then? What's the moon made of? Don't tell me it's hollow. Of course it is. There's a fucking massive door in it. I will do a scan. Now you're doing a scan. This looks like a way down. Yep, I want to go around and up to the building. Catch me if I fall, 6. What an idiotic remark.
The metal ledge halfway down.
Yeah, he's behind you. How's he going to catch you?
Was wide enough for walking.
Well, duh. Someone has to access this stuff and...
Wide enough for robots too.
There is something at the center, but there's also text here if I go around the other side. It has handles, a covered well. If we open that up, is water gonna come and fill the rivers? There's some big holes to go sliding into. Unless we can find a section that hasn't shattered. Those are some big holes. Okay, that section of the soap is intact, but we'll get back to you later, if we can. In fact, I'm gonna do a cheeky save-a-roo. What are we gonna call this thing? What are we gonna call this save? Death Star, I guess. There we go. Gravity varies equals wormhole equals Stargate. It does all fit, especially if this is a source for releasing like wind currents and stuff. Maybe there's a like wormhole to release. Right, there we go. Now we can see the writing. There's writing around the room. One and is something something. Spoon's got it. Yep. Welcome. And be welcome. Us. No. Myself. Something something myself. I give up. Going to have to come back to this later. Oh. Myself and be welcome? What's that, Nicatl? Wait, you P90? Does that help you work? Wait, I'm confused. Or am I thinking of your I-45 or something? Is that the one that lets you work in England? I can't remember now, it was all so long ago.
The scale of the place was mind-boggling.
Every scale of everything boggles your mind, my girl.
It must have been built by giants for giants.
It's a normal-sized building, young lady. P60 is attack summary. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. The air is so thin here. For fuck's sake. Take your time to recover, mistress. This place was intended for robot workers. Right, and what's this? Oh, it's a lizard. Sure. So, take a little look around. So is that a robot worker god? Or is it flow? Hi Aura, how are you doing? We're doing a big old explore here. Look what the fuck we found. It's some kind of high-tech weird crater portal thing that was run by robots. And Six, who is also called Paul now, because we've decided for now that Six wants a name, is also starting to remember stuff when it goes to certain places. Sorry, I keep saying he, especially now with the Paul name. Could be Paula, or just, well, Paulo. Maybe that's neutral. There's definitely something here. Equipment? It's hard to make out. There's no one to make out with. But this looks like a door. No shit. Wow. Only it won't open. There's a button there, you numpty. Is this some kind of mechanism? I can't see how to work it. Six. The locking mechanism is internal and magnetic. Come on, pick the lock. Do a twitchy scorpion. There we go. It's kind of adventure puzzle. Yeah, it's a kind of narrative, split narrative adventure exploration thing. There's a little bit of puzzle.
Cramped space, stuffed with metal and pipes and wires.
Right, before we click the nuke buttons, we'll look around.
I turned into an ant. and was now crawling around inside the robot.
She's never seen high tech. These doors seem stuck. I can get my fingers in, but they won't budge. The power to that section appears to have failed. God, it's just like our Traveller RPG. Can you divert more power that way? I am not some kind of plumber, mistress. That was Six's sarcasm face. That robot is creepy. That robot is lost and alone and afraid. What was that noise? I think we've just been shut in. I believe it was the lower door resealing itself, mistress. But you can open it again, can't you? I should think so, mistress. Does that say? Someone oversaw this site from here. Oversaw what? Can't have been a good job. That's why robots did it. But robots do not care, yeah. Look at it. It's beautiful. Whatever it is. Beautiful is the word you're going with, is it? Ramps. Site wasn't managed by humans at all. Of course not. Some kind of tripod. There was something here once. An instrument of some kind. Another telescope? It's the wrong shape for a winch. Look through it. Angled to look at the center of the crater. Or else tilted up to the sky. Probably both. Impossible to say for sure. But I've seen this kind of tripod before. It's the same as the one on Janiki's moon. On the roof of the Hermitage near Maercy. Yes. That is true. Up we go. No, they don't have an iris installed on it. What is that dot? We'll find out in a minute. Higher and higher we go. This one's not empty! Hooray! A telescope? The ladies in grey on Elbereth had a telescope on the roof. They encourage us to look through Iox and dream. So this place is an observatory. Was the ruin near Maercy an observatory too? Well, I mean, it's just good to see. The locations are interesting, separated but aligned. They suggest a triangulation. Ha ha ha. We know Remba found a telescope on the crashed ship. Another on the ruin near Maercy. We've found one more. Triangulation of something. Yes, he did say 3. The data is indeed thin. What would help? More telescopes, mistress. A triangulation requires 3 or more points. If we assume the scope aboard the ship was bound for or taken from somewhere near Elbereth, just wait, mistress. Okay, there's a dot there that I've missed. There's a dot here that I can't... There we go. There's a beacon, not a flagpole. No ropes. Evidently it is a signal mast, a beacon, for sending something somewhere. Eox is a similar one for sending messages. We're finding out so much. Where does the mask send to, Six? Just wait, mistress. Yes, I believe I can deduce that, but it is hardly accurate enough to pinpoint a target. Okay. Is this it? An observatory that Remba wanted me to find? Mistress? You have spoken to Remba? Outside the Hermitage on the moon near Maercy, 6. I spoke to Remba, or an echo of him. I didn't want to tell you. He told me to find an observatory, and now we have. Interesting. And yet there is nothing here. Well, he wanted this other telescope, because he was collecting them. I wouldn't like to say how much. You haven't been to the seaside since you were a kid. That's a good point. There's no eyepiece. What's the use of that? So what was this place observing? The rivers? Nothing seems plausible. This looks like it comes free. Bop! On it there seems to be an inscription. Of course there is. Unbelievably small, but with Sixy Paul's eyes. You can see it. Sixy, not sexy. Again, for fragments, these sentences make a lot of sense. Fair, I think, is probably wrong. Your... So it's not goddess, it's something to do with goddess, because this is grammar, or goddesses it might be. Sail. Come on. Sail back. This doesn't feel right. What's not right? Goddess, indeed. We knew that. Sail. Again. Where's your... Sail back your... Goddesses, sail back your... Let me pick it up. Come on. Sure, my translation for back is right now, based on nothing. And again must be right too, of course, sure. I mean, the position in the, freedom, remember. Freedom, sail back, draw sail back. Your law overseer. Fair. Draw sail back your overseer again? Draw. Can't be draw. Remember was a long word. Shine isn't like that. Freedom. Freedom, sail back your... It could be people. Probably not though. We'll leave overseer in there for now. It might not be a telescope, but it probably is. You're right, Scorpion. What do you make of the telescope? Indeed, most interesting. Why would Janiki take something like this? And why did he not search properly and find the crown? It is a recording device, mistress. There is a rubesque foil at its apex. Well, he crashed. How could he find the crown? Can you read it back? No, mistress. I have a foil inside me, but there is no common language. But I can guess. Let's hear it. Oh my god, the subtle lasagna smell. Help me. Perhaps it has been recording the movements of the sky. Ooh. Once we get this to Aroya and she decodes that, we'll have some coordinates on our hands. We have 2 coils to take to her now. And that is pretty nice. Now, there was a dot out here on this wall. Or is it something painted? Excellent. Us. Wind. Guide. Wind will guide us. I've done something wrong. Oh no. It's not... okay, will. Guide. How does she know she's done something wrong? Because that looks perfectly sensible. I can add my translation for guide to my dictionary now. I guess she knows that those colons mean it's all one word. Surely rivers will guide us. Although maybe the gates will guide us, but it's got like the river kind of thing in there. Could still change my mind, but rivers will guide us? Sure. And a river probably comes out of the mouth of this big butthole shaped thing. Does this one work? I do not believe so, mistress. It seems a lot of the wiring here has been rendered purely decorative by time. Good thing the control downstairs still works, or we'd be stuck in here. Well, I can climb out through the window, but you 6, I'd have to take you apart and hope Roy could put you back together. Statistically, mistress, it will. Yeah. Some kind of control panel. Glad I'm smart enough to figure that one out. Did they have children working here? Wait a minute. Based on its position just under the window, this must control something out there. Yeah, there was a dot here. Okay. Maybe there's a clue. Oh my goodness, that's a sentence and a half. I think I see something to do with stars or light at the end there, but maybe not. Mechanicals? Ooh, interesting. Unfortunately, it's not letting us have any words that are related to that. We. By. Robots. Shows. Of. Don't know enough to resolve this. By shows of mechanicals, we? That'll do for now. Aww. Hope this isn't Renber's observatory. If it is, then I'm definitely missing something. Yeah, we might not have come here in the right order, so to speak. Let's see. Six, can you operate this? Yes, let's just fiddle with ancient machinery. That one controls the temperature of the floor, mistress. This one, however, appears more interesting. Can you work it out? I already have. What's it? Appeal to its pride. There, I have activated the panel, but I see no change. That's fine. It's probably nice and subtle. Maybe the power's gone. Mistress. Yes, 6. I have a result, mistress. What kind of result? Triangulation of the telescopes, mistress, that Renber found. Aha. Assuming they were recording devices transmitting data to each other to a central source, and assuming they are positioned deliberately to cover a particular sector of the neighborhood from many animals while maintaining a line of sight on a central source. Mistress, I believe I have found Renber's observatory. Evidently is far further than we have ever been. Heavens, how far is it? Significantly further than the air tanks of the Nightingale would allow. We have air tanks? Damn. We need a bigger ship. Very interesting. 6. Thank you. Open the door, 6. Mistress. Ah. Open the door, 6. It would seem the power to this control is not entirely functional. Presumably the system has not been used or maintained in some time. So fix it? I am not convinced that I can, mistress. As you are fond of remarking, I am merely a robot. So hopper us out of here. No, I don't want to. I am afraid the line of sight required is not available. Maybe I can repair it, that's better. Though I have no idea how it works. Or Roy would know. Any ideas, 6? 6? Where did you go? Six? Oh, you can do it from the outside. He just jumped off the ledge. 6 has suddenly gotten brave. Mistress. Escape! Please don't hopper us out anymore. I have fixed the lock, mistress. It will not close again. Excellent. Climb down. So what was this place? Let's see if we can go before 6 stops us. Some kind of recording station observing the rivers. The crater was definitely made for a purpose. Before we try and open the door in this and get blown away in a river. Okay, no, I'm not leaving yet, 6. I want to get down to the center of the crater first. Hold your horses, 6. You were going to go to the beach tomorrow, but the bomb squad detonated something there today, so you'll go to another beach. Well, the bomb's gone now. So, you know, I'm sure you're fine. Whatever it was, it became obsolete. You're guessing it was the seagull. It was probably the seagulls. I'm gonna do a little save game here. Save-a-roo. Right. Death Star 2. There we go. Resume. There was a way down here. There we go. This section looks intact. No gaps between here and the lower level. I could slide until you reach the bottom, mistress, where there is a sizable hole. That's fine. Well then, I'll float down. You coming? I will follow. On my treads. Here goes. I'm gonna go on my ass. There we go. As I said. Should have just got down and slid in the first place. Made it. Okay, be careful, 6. Yeah, looked fun. The gravity is really low. I feel like a child again. Childs don't feel lower gravity. 6 is warm. Mistress, please. There's something underground. Something powering this. There must be. But what is it? Let's ask some questions before we pull it away. Maybe 6 can do it. I cannot tell. It resembles a well. But I do not believe there is a wellspring anywhere here. Alright, let's go for it. Whoosh. An opening, mistress. Opening. Painted symbols. Nope. Do not move, mistress. If you attempt to annihilate yourself by entering a vertical drop, I will hop you immediately, and if you are falling, I might only get half of you. There's probably a ladder. There is not. Step away. I know what I'm doing. It is abundantly clear that you do. I wanted to look at the painted symbols. Can you shine a light down there at least? After a fashion, mistress. Crystals. It's lined with iolite crystals. Like the one Rimba left on Mercy. This is what I wanted to look at. I didn't want to get into a fucking argument with you, my boy. Oh, such a anxious robot. It's making me stressed. River. Hello. I had to re-click going live. Is anybody still here? Hello. Can anybody hear me? Hello? Thank you. Oh my goodness, my internet hasn't blipped out for so long. It's been so nice, and now it's doing it twice in one day. River flows towards junction of waters or bottom. It doesn't look like it would be the word for bottom. River flows towards junction of waters. I think that's correct. Water rising from below ground. So what do these crystals make sources? This hatch couldn't have contained an upriver. Evidently it is conceivable, mistress. This crater really had an upriver under that hatch. That raises so many questions. Where has the river gone? Was it artificial? Can you make a river? Divert one? Let's ask some more questions. Did the ancestors make the nebula using uprivers? Could we change it for ourselves? I will not speculate, mistress. If there was an upriver here, then what was the hatch for? Was it closed? Why? Fascinating.